be more than human.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, all my fellow more than humans out there. My name is Joseph Carroll. I write under the pen name J.R. Carroll. And today we are here to discuss whether or not authors owe readers books. And in general, do they owe a completion to famous works that they've already started? I come at this from a little bit different perspective, being an author myself. And I mean, an easy answer that some people might just throw out is nobody owes you anything. You're not employing them, so they don't need to give you anything. But I really think it's a more nuanced, question. And coming at it as an author and seeing some of my favorite authors, and especially self-pub authors, self-pub authors tend to kind of get more books out faster, as well as I feel like they have more interaction with their fans, like a Will White, Cradle and his his new series with the Captain. He really likes to engage his fans. Now this subject has been floating around BookTube for like the last 5 years, and we know it's mainly because of Patrick Rothfuss and George R. R. Martin. Both of them came out with their last major works 12 years ago, 2011. And I think they both are, they might be in a similar similar situation and a little bit different. My take on George is, Game of Thrones, the series took off. He made probably $100 million off of that. He's got people wanting to write other TV shows and video games. So he's just flush with options, flush with cash. And in my opinion, it's a lot easier to write for TV and video games than it is to try to complete 2 more books that are probably over 1,000 pages apiece. I'm trying to keep everything straight, but I did a video a long time ago about my theory on Song of Ice and Fire, so I won't get too much into that. But then you have Patrick Rothfuss, who Name of the Wind came out. Then the second book, I believe it was in 2011, just soaring. We thought people was like the next superstar, and then I think there has been a novella and a little bit here, a little bit there, but I think it was supposed to be just 1 book, and now maybe it's 2. Who knows? But Patrick has, he's such a nice guy. I hear, I've watched some of his Twitch streams and stuff, and he does a lot for charity, though there was a little bit of wonkiness in his last one where he was supposed to be giving people like the first chapter or something. But I don't know this for a fact. Don't quote me. But I heard that he got a monster, fronted check for the 3rd book, and so maybe he's living off of that. And I've heard he's kind of afraid to, he keeps rewriting stuff. So, and then that's a big thing with these two. Between the two, I believe on Goodreads, between the two, they have, just their first book of each series combines for some, 3.5 million reviews. I want to say they're close. There are 160, 170,000 reviews on Amazon between the two, just in their first books. So these are some of the most popular books ever written, and I think it comes down to them not wanting to disappoint the fans. But the fan inside of me says, come on, man, you hold us on for years, and you put these books out, like, we want to know the ending. You feel like, you almost like, I deserve the ending. We've paid you money. We want to give you money. But I as a author, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, they don't, if they want to stop and just not write anymore for the rest of their life and just chill, that's their prerogative. Now, me, on the other hand, I've always been a super hard worker, 50 hours a week since I was 19 years old. If I was full time, I would just be writing constantly. And I would feel like, I do owe it to the fans, especially if my series becomes really popular. I wouldn't want people waiting forever, for it. I would feel bad, So, and who knows? Maybe they do feel really bad. Maybe there's something behind the scenes that we don't know. But yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I really think, don't string people along if you don't, really intend to have it done in a timely manner. Just tell people it may never get done. At least put that out if that's a possibility. Don't string people along forever. But I just think that authors don't owe anybody anything, but it would be nice if they do plan on continuing to give updates, real updates, and maybe, float a chapter or something out there just to let the people know that you're really working on it and everything. But let me know in the comments, what are your opinions on this? Do you believe that they owe it to their fans to finish out their series so people can get that end, and with all the time and money that they've invested, should an author at least feel like they need to finish it for you? Make sure you're subscribed, and remember, be more than human.